Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Stickland. A man who was arrested for a violent encounter near a homeless shelter changed his plea and was sentenced in Burleigh County Court. Christian Marshall agreed to plead guilty for his involvement in a stabbing that happened near Ministry on the Margins along 24th Street in Bismarck last September. He was facing an attempted murder charge, but instead pled guilty to aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon. For the aggravated assault charge, he is sentenced to serve 7 years in prison and will be on probation for 5 years. For the other two charges, he received 360 days with 223 days of credit for time already served. He was ordered to also have a mental health evaluation, stay away from the victim, and complete anger management. Well, there was some debate on changes to a resolution as to what people see on their ballot in North Dakota. House lawmakers passed Senate Concurrent Resolution 4007, which wanted to require that any petition or ballot measure just have a single subject on it. When the resolution was passed, it was seeking to put the ballot measure on the general election, but Senate committee members opted to change the language to place ballot measures on the primary election ballot. Legislators who oppose the idea say far fewer people show up for a primary.
We really wanted to make sure that the voters were choosing this. And I think it's completely deceptive to put it in the primary for the reasons just spoken if we really intend to let the public decide on this matter, because we know for a fact that the primary is not where the majority of people vote.
Why would we not want hundreds of thousands of North Dakotans weighing in a consequential change to our process in this state? I think that that's disenfranchising, frankly, and I think that we should support the general election language. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The resolution passed Thursday in a vote of 57 to 36 to keep the ballot language on the primary election. There's going to be extra patrols out on the roads starting next month. North Dakota law enforcement will be increasing patrols throughout the month of May, enforcing the state's seatbelt law and its Click It or Ticket campaign. In an effort to prevent deaths and injuries in traffic crashes, the campaign will take place from May 1st through June 2nd. In fact, data shows those who are seatbelted are much more likely to escape a crash with minor or no injuries whatsoever. The seatbelt law recently became a primary enforcement law, which means drivers can get a ticket just for not wearing one. And as a good reminder, anyone in the car, regardless of where they are sitting, must be buckled up or in the correct child restraint meant for your child. Here's Andre with a quick check of your weekend forecast.
Well, thank you so much, Chance. And looking here in Bowman right now, we are starting our day out with temperatures at 37 degrees and the winds are out of the north at 3 miles per hour. And we're also seeing those partly cloudy conditions for right now. But as we head over into Harvey, it is quite a beautiful day, and guess what? Temperatures are at 30 degrees and the winds are out of the west-northwest at 7 miles per hour. Now, as we head over into our current storm team radar, we're looking at those mainly clear conditions here in a good deal of our viewing area. Now, there is some residual cloud cover in our southern portions of our area with a little patchy fog, but other than that, things are looking pretty good to start out our Friday. Now, looking at our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 20s and the 30s, so it's a relatively cool to mild start to our day, including there with being 27 degrees here in Beach and really cool there in Stanley, and also there in Newburgh too. Now, as far as our winds, relatively light at this time, around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and it is coming out of the north and the west right now. But things are going to be changing throughout the day today because this area of high pressure is going to allow for us to start seeing more of a southerly flow push into our neck of the woods, and that's going to help warm up our temperatures. And this feature is also going to keep us on the quiet side during the day today as well. Now, our highs for today will mainly be in the 60s, which means guess what? Our spring meter will be at a level 4 for today. And once we get into tonight, folks, temperatures will be dropping only into the 30s and 40s, so it's going to be feeling pretty good tonight. And in fact, I would advise you to maybe open up your windows, get some fresh air, like my mom would say sometimes. Now, we will be watching this area low pressure as we head into the weekend, into our Monday, and this is going to provide us with areas of showers and maybe even some thunderstorms in our viewing area. So this is something we're going to be watching very closely as we head into the weekend. So make sure sure you tune in to KX News for the latest information and have that KX Storm Team app as this area low pressure continues to move its way towards our neck of the woods. Now, looking into our Saturday, we will see the chances of some scattered shower activity. This is about 10 and 11 o'clock on our Saturday, and that is where we're going to start seeing those scattered showers in our southern areas. But once we get into about 4 o'clock, those scattered showers will move its way towards the north and the east. And as we head into about our 8 o'clock hour on Saturday, this is where we're going to see those residual clouds still looming around, and that's going to impact our temperatures for our Saturday, only climbing up into the 50s for the most part. And we will see the gusty winds increase once again for Saturday too, with wind gusts around 20 to 30 to even near 40 miles per hour at times. And then we're going to see those conditions kind of calm down as we head into the evening and overnight hours on our Saturday. And then Sunday, we will be watching for the potential for some thunderstorms, and some of these storms could be on the strong side. An isolated strong storm seems to be the possibility here, but we will be monitoring things as we progress throughout the weekend. So again, tune in to our weather forecast. Now, looking here in Williston, we will see those temperatures increase, however, into the 70s as we head into our Sunday, and then dropping back down into the 50s for our Monday here in Williston. Now, once we get into Dickinson, we will see about a carbon copy here, with temperatures dropping down into the 50s for Monday and then climbing back up into the 60s as we head into our Tuesday with quiet conditions. Now, Minot, we will continue to see those rain chances increase as we head into the weekend and into our Monday, then clearing things up as we head into mid to late next week with temperatures in the 60s once again by Wednesday. And that same thing goes here in Bismarck too. So Chance will be watching the conditions during the weekend, but enjoy today, okay?
Thank you so much. All right, for everyone here at KX News, I'm Chance Dicklin. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.